Breaking tonight from North Omaha, a man is dead after Omaha police say an officer fired their weapon. Officers tell us a traffic stop at 31st and Taylor Street led to this incident. 6 News' Philip Katafamo was at the scene. He joins us now with the latest. Phil?
Taylor, at 5:45 this evening, 2 officers stopped a silver Monte Carlo near the OPD Northeast precinct. They say after chasing the driver on foot, there was an altercation before he was shot. Now, it is unclear how many shots there were, but OPD believes only 1 officer fired. And they say a gun was found at the scene. The driver was given aid, but later died at the hospital. Now, according to police, they're looking for another person who was in the vehicle.
There was a passenger in the vehicle that, after the officers pursued the driver that ran, just walked away from the scene, and we do not have contact with that person at this time.
Officers are gathering body camera footage and video surveillance to determine exactly what happened. 6 News is working to find out the identity of the driver. Police say they plan to remain on the scene tonight and possibly into the early morning hours as they investigate. On your side of the studio, Philip Katafamo, 6 News. Back to you, Taylor.
Thank you, Phil, for that report.